that has now spectacularly failed. But when we speak of the security agencies, along with the special cell of the Delhi police, carried out searches in markets in other areas in New Mewat region. And what is being said that these markets were the one identified by the Jaish module member Dr. Muzammil, the one who had rented rooms in Faridabad. Explosive material was found. And now fertilizers that were purchased from the open market in New, and on identification of Dr. Muzammil, a videography was done by Jammu and Kashmir police. Let's connect with Bhavtosh on this angle as well, because Bhavtosh, you were mentioning how in this open market is it easily available to procure certain fertilizers from which ammonium nitrate could be extracted and maybe used for deadly, sinister terrorist plans?
Well, it is, fertilizers are easily available. Even ammonia nitrate, commercial ammonia nitrate is easily available. But it is something which is also very dangerous, and that's how you have this large amount of explosives that were recovered. Over a period of time, these terrorists had done so, and what the investigator have said that this was done over a period of 8 to 9 months, and that's the reason, Amita, when we had reported from there on Monday, these places or these storage, where storage was done, were selected specifically because of the desolate location. Now, they were at least 10 kilometers from the university, very far from Delhi, at least 70 kilometers from Delhi. It could not have come easily on the radar or security agency. It was only because CCTV footage grabbed that showed Adil putting out posters that led to the first set of arrests, and then this entire chain was exposed and the arrests were made. Now, when the searches happened yesterday in area, many open market shops were searched, and then the fertilizers were large packs of fertilizer were seized, and also ammonia nitrate was also seized. Now, those who have been arrested, they have said that Omar as well as Muzammil and others used to extract that from fertilizers, and that's how the investigation.
Well, they did have the knowledge, being highly educated medical practitioners, what is being said. But several kilometers away from Delhi, what is being said that these fertilizers were purchased from an open market. And on the identification of one of the accomplices, Dr. Muzammil, a videography, what is being done was done by Jammu and Kashmir police. Thereafter, their terror bid, their terror plot was foiled. But when we speak of the death toll, unfortunately, it has gone up. The Delhi terror blast case, the death toll has now gone up to 12, but we can call it 11 because those were the 11 innocent lives that have been killed in this unfortunate incident. The 12th would be the bomber itself, in which this car exploded near the Red Fort. Around 21 biological samples, Priyank, we are learning, have been sent to the FSL. The FSL teams are also there on the ground currently, as far as when it comes to the entire area being scanned, because there are still body parts, human body parts, what is being said, that they are still being collected by the teams.
Yes, Sati, just a short while ago, our colleague Bhavna was also reporting from the location where the one of the limb of this blast accused was found. The FSL team has collected sample from this particular area. It was approximately around 200 meters distance where this particular portion has been found. This is a blast spot which is still covered by the forensic team of the officials, and they have covered it since Monday evening. And this is also important to notice that from these locations, we have been observing that more and more parts have been found. What we have got to know through officials that so far 12 deaths have been confirmed, and around 21 samples were sent for the forensic examination. Most of the samples match with those victims of this tragedy who came under this impact of the explosion, and one of the sample has matched with Dr. Umar. While talking specifically, what we have got to know that when this blast happened, the limb of one of the leg of Dr. Umar got stuck in the steering wheel, and that sample has matched with him. Rest of the body parts were blown, and it was not possible for the officials also to collect it. That's why they had sent the leg of that particular body part, which was matched with Dr. Umar's body. Now, over the period of next few days, what we can observe that there could be multiple raids which can carried out by the agency so that they can find that who are the suspects who were part of the sleeper cell and the logistical
support. The extent and the impact of the blast, there too 200 meters from the blast site, we're looking at body parts, human body parts that seems to be scattered. But the FSL teams, the dog squads that are there on ground, investigations continue, and so do the exclusive news breaks. Thank you very much for the moment, Priyanka and Bhavtosh, for joining in. With that, we head into a short break.